it is. Trying to think what the third episode was. Oh, was that the one with the film? With the black and white film that she goes into? Yeah, it was pretty good. Let's move this over here. Yeah. Let's look at our latest SBC. You see, our SBC has nothing down here, but if you watched my video earlier, you know that I think that'll change. You know that I think that'll change. What's going on, Snipes? All right, stop spamming them. All right. I just started. I just got on here. Need some water. Check. All right, is my mic working? Hello, check. All right, Jessica, what's going on? Sam, what's going on? Pittsburgh avoids all the severe weather. I don't want it, but still, we haven't had luck on our side, I guess. What you're saying, Pittsburgh avoids? I mean, yeah, you got luck on your side. Listen, we're going to get a day 8, or day 7, day 8 severe, I think. Look at this jet stream right here. Look at this bad boy. Out here towards the 29th. Look at that. Look at that. Right through Tornado Alley. Look at these dew points, though. I think the dew points are more impressive. This is going to be a big dry line event, potentially. Who's going to be my first new follower of the night? Who could it be? Who could it be? Shadows 99, first new follower. I don't know, when Vincent. Oh, so close. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Ooh, 2 squirrels. And 10 lightning bolts. Hey, guys. Sam, Rosie. All right, we're going to get into this. I want to show you guys some interesting stuff coming up here. Talk about a potential dry line event right here. Look at this. Okay. You know, the Euro is going to show us this in a little more detail. So let's go over to the Euro. I think we have to go actually back to the 12Z to see this. Check this out. Ooh. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Look at this. That is what's happening at 216 with our LLJ. That's what I want to know. And you have the low level jets spinning through there. Same time. Oakley Homo and Missouri. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun, guys. We'll have to see. What's our I'm cooked. What's our mid-level jet doing? Yeah, it's right there. Timing of this looks really phenomenal for April 29th. Oklahoma could see some big twisty boys if this look holds. Luckily, it's a little over a week out. So, about 8 days out. So, we'll see if this holds or not. This would be a big setup though. Big chaser day. Pretty tight dry line. Like, look at that, guys. Look at that. That's just spicy right there. Oh my gosh. 970. Dry line. Dry air, moist air. That is instability. And then when you have cold air, now this is at 180. So let's look at our temperature anomaly as well. What was that at, around 180? So on top of that, you've got to remember this is what we're going to have as well. See the temperature? So you see the temperature difference here, at the same exact time. We have this dry line set up. I mean, instability. Let's look at our cape. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get to your questions. This is just a crazy looking setup. Let's get to our cape. Yeah, look at the cape values. Shocker, right? Not shocking at all. Steep cape values. Let's look at the sounding. Tor. Over 4.0 effective layer sig Tor Pram. Really, really monstrous cape. Pretty decent. Oh my gosh, almost 5,000 surface cape. Holy crap. Look at that. I think tomorrow is this would this be a day 8? No, this would be, I think this is going to turn into a day 7 risk zone tomorrow. How much do you guys want to bet? Who wants to bet me? Who in here wants to bet me? Who disagrees? Yeah, I think this tomorrow. I think this tomorrow is going to be a day 8 slight risk zone. Through this region right there. Tomorrow. We'll probably get one up here too. I think we might get a day 8 up there too. Right after it. For the Wednesday after. I'll bet you're right, yeah. I mean, that's not hard to see. Massive moisture, dry, very, very pop and dry line there. Huge moisture, dry air gradient, and a pretty decent temperature gradient. And you have your lower level jet, your mid level jet moving through. As it sits right now, that would yeah. You know what we can actually do? Let's take a look at, what is this? Let's take a look at this, guys. Bet you CSU is already looking at this. Oh, come on, load. This was loaded before. Come on. CSU's been tripping lately, guys. It's just, what is going on? CSU has just not been working lately. It's been really frustrating. All right, there we go. Severe weather forecast. Give me my 3 to 8 day. Oh my gosh. Really? Like their website just not working. Okay, well, let me actually try to go back to this one. Give me a second, guys. 3 to 8. There we go. We can use this one. What's their day 8? Yeah, look at that, day 8. So they've already got Tuesday. This is the Monday. This is a Tuesday. This is April 29th. Look at this massive watch zone they have with the dot right there in Nebraska. I think this is probably going to shift out here. But they have that day 8. So, yeah, they've already got all these. They've got a day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Massive. I've never understood that. Northern Illinois, severe weather. Hopefully I can chase if we get something. Yeah, not anytime soon. Probably as we get towards the end of April. Because we're gonna have let's go back here. We're gonna have that low pressure system moving on through and up into the Midwest. Let's go back to our 12Z. If we can get this thing rotating on through, pushing up, this would potentially be a good chasing day for portions of the Midwest here. That's out there beginning of next week. Northern Kentucky for Thursday. You talking about this Thursday? You guys are looking pretty chill. Oh! Yes, Matt. Matt, I've been having issues with the, well, I'll tell you later. What's going on? Wait, chat. Chat, I gotta show you something on screen, okay? Wait, hold up your hand. Hold up your hand. Dude, all I saw when I picked up his FaceTime was him going like this, guys. Yeah, it's a good friendship, I'd say. We both have a similar sense of humor, and it's stupid humor that makes no sense. Michigan serve weather. No, severe weather. Nothing's looking anytime soon. I don't know about that. This weekend, maybe. Let me look. I like to look at severe weather. I mean, I can look at Cape and stuff, but I like to look at what the low-level jet's doing. Yeah, I bought those for him and I shipped them to him because I got so excited to have little hand chats with him. Yeah, this would potentially be severe for Michigan next week, but that's not till Thursday. We'll have to see. There's nothing really tearing through here. Yeah. What's our mid-level doing? Yeah, we got you guys. We've got kind of this zonal flow until this big trophy boy arrives and ejects up into the Midwest. So I think you're good for a little bit here, but I'm telling you, end of April, beginning of May, buckle up, everyone. It's gonna get crazy. I kind of dread when I see you live and Oklahoma is being gone over. Yeah, wait, I gotta show you something. Chat. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can do this an easier way. Chat, let me see if I can do this an easier way. Can I show you the reflection so I don't have to move my camera? Okay, ready? Ready, chat? Chat, can you see where I'm pointing? Can you see? Chat, can you see where I'm pointing? Can you see what state that is? Hold up. Let me see if I can get this better. It's Oklahoma, okay? Okay, now, ready? Here, guys. I just want to show you guys what we're worried about. I just want to show you guys what we're worried about next week in Oklahoma, okay? All right. There's your weather report for the night. Everyone have a great rest of your night. And I'll see you all tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not getting off. I'm not getting off. Okay. All right, no. Now I'm actually gonna get to chat. Let's take questions. Let's talk. I gotta get serious here. When there's no immediate danger, I tend to just joke around a lot lately. You know what I mean? I get bored. Get a cool funnel in Missouri yesterday. As long as it wasn't tearing any homes up. Could Milwaukee see anything the 29th? I think that'd be more of the 30th. But it's possible the 29th. We'll have to see how these things, the timing of everything. We've just got dew points being shoved up into the central and eastern seaboard here as we move into late April and into the beginning of May. Watch this. Boom. Look at that. Big explosion. This is out towards April 28th to May 1st, and this is going to cause some issues. The Essex tornado got to be the largest EF1 ever. That thing was massive. Yeah. This is my problem with the enhanced Vegeta scale. It was a 2-mile wide wedge tornado, and they classified it in EF1 because it only damaged 2 homes because it was just out in farmland. That was not. We saw velocities at almost 190 on the radar. Yeah, that was an EF4 at least. But what the enhanced Vegeta scale takes into place is the damage it does. So if it's a tornado in the middle of nowhere, it could be the strongest tornado everywhere, but they'll rate it at EF1 if it doesn't damage stuff, or an EF0. I don't think they'll rate it EF0, but yeah, that thing. Yeah, that I didn't think I was saying a quarter to a half mile wide when I was watching it live. I did not think that thing was 2 miles wide. 2 miles wide, widest tornado in Iowa history. The green is just dew points, 50s in the 50s. The blues in the 60s, and then once you get up to the purple, dew points in the 70s. No, Milwaukee could probably. Okay, Grant, you've asked this question like 50 times now, and I've answered you so many times. No, yes, the 29th or the 30th, Milwaukee could get some bad weather, but I'm not answering that a 10th time in a row. Okay, no, this isn't happening anymore. Okay, goodbye. She's asked that question like 45 times and I keep answering him. Sam, I appreciate you. Patrick, I appreciate you. Will Florida be good? Yeah, Florida's not looking, I'm not seeing anything too spicy down in Florida here anytime soon. Let's look at some of our Cape values moving forward here. Oops. Man, yeah, this is that big dry line event right there. On the 29th. Well, really, this is the 28th evening. That's the 28th evening. Let's take a look just at our precipitation down here in Florida. Yeah, guys. Yeah, really until we get out into until we get into May, you still have this high pressure floating around Florida. I was showing Matt this earlier. Check this out, guys. See this little feature down here? This is a high pressure. We know that because winds are rotating around it clockwise, and winds rotate counterclockwise around a low pressure. Watch this feature just sit over Florida and block everything from getting into it. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. And then you start to get a little disruption at the end of the run here. But, I mean, there's just a high pressure sitting down here, keeping Florida from getting most of this. I mean, it's kind of blocking off some Mississippi and Georgia a little bit, too. Or, sorry, Georgia and Alabama a little bit, too. So, you guys, I mean, like, let's take a look at our quantitative precipitation. Look at Florida. See what I'm saying? Look at the whole country and look at Florida. Look at this. I mean, we're out here. It's like a week from now. Look at Florida. Well, look at the entire East Coast. And then Florida. Even going forward, I mean, even going forward to here, this is literally like a tenth of an inch of rain. This is basically no rain. Look at the East Coast. And then look at Florida, guys. That is just a sitting high pressure. You guys are going to be in a drought. And then look at the end of the run, you guys get a little rainfall. But you guys are going to be in a drought. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure it's been, you guys have had less rain than normal already this year. Makes sense why snowbirds go south. I know, yeah, Snipes, yeah, they rated it in EF1. But again, the enhanced Fujita scale doesn't really give a crap about how strong they think the winds are. They just look at damage. So these tornadoes that like go through fields and damage nothing, doesn't matter how strong their winds are. They're rated off of damage after the fact. So if it were the F scale, it would probably be an F4. But it's the EF scale, so it's on the EF scale. It's low. If that thing had gone a mile, had been a mile or two south, and it had gone through Essex, they would have rated it probably EF4, EF5-ish. We would have, yeah, EF4, EF5 probably. A 2 mile wide tornado, those things are rarely. Those things, I think at EF4. I don't know though. EF4s are tough. You ever thought of someone having someone on stream with you, relaying damage reports, injuries, and other storms rotating that you're missing during an outbreak? You know, I'm not doing this full time yet. I have another job. The goal is to be doing this full time eventually, but I already put in so many hours into my job and into this. I don't exactly have time to be dealing with that. 2 kids, 2 jobs. It's tough to stay perfectly on schedule and be able to live stream for every severe event. Although once I'm doing this full time, I'll be able to do it. I plan on expanding, on growing this channel to the point where I have multiple people involved helping me run my Discord accounts, my Discord, my other social media accounts, and helping me with visuals on the ground places. But that's kind of something that's in the works, and it's going to take a while because I got a big boy job and I'm a dad. Let's see here. What's the draft weather looking like in Green Bay? What day is the draft? April 24th. Oh, you guys are probably looking fine. We're in Green Bay. Could have some thunderstorms. It doesn't look too bad, though. Is the NAM going to let us see out that far? Yeah, it could be a little rainy. It could be a little rainy. It doesn't look severe, though. No, yeah, if I was doing this full time, I would already have a lot of that set up. Or I'd work on it a little quicker, but I only have so much time right now. I probably put 20 to 30 hours a week into this, plus my full-time job, so it's like 70, 80 hours a week. Will Atlanta receive severe weather? Nope, I was just talking about that. Not looking like anytime soon. You guys got a high pressure down here that just continues to float and block off these southern states. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. You can kind of see it when you look at this cape. When you look at our cape, moving forward, you get a little bit down here on the NAM, but once we actually move past this, you'll see it starts to clear up down here. There's really... Most of this severe weather moving forward wants to be in Tornado Alley and up towards the Midwest. You guys could get some thunderstorms down in Atlanta, but nothing looks severe right now. What's the UP looking like? I mean, nothing severe. We can look at our quantitative precipitation up there moving forward. QPF. Pretty dry, honestly. Pretty dry over at least the next 5 days. A little bit of rain, not a ton, though. Will Mississippi get severe weather? There's potential. I mean, you can see this. Let's go to our day 3 to 7. Mississippi, CSU has you in some of these risk zones. Not majorly. I mean, CSU does have an interesting day 3. Interesting day 3 out here in the southeast, but I don't know how much I'm going to read into that. Later, Santi. Dallas, yeah, Dallas is going to have to watch out as we get into this weekend and next week. Again, we've got your southern and central plains. Look at this. Your southern and central plains looks to be end of April, beginning of May. Kind of target from the from CSU and from SBC. I'm telling you, that's what we're going to see tomorrow. That is what we are going to see tomorrow. Georgia's chilling. You got no severe weather in the immediate future. Maybe some thunderstorms, but we're not seeing anything severe down in Georgia anytime soon. Yeah, just answered Dallas. First severe threat of the season on Wednesday in Colorado. Wait, really? Wait. Are you talking about this? I mean, a little marginal. Let's see. Could this thing become a slight? Let's dive a little bit deeper into Wednesday. Why don't we? What's going on here? Let's take a look at the reflectivity first. Yeah, I mean, far eastern Colorado. Okay. Let's take a look at our dew points. I'll go over Dallas again. Give me a second. Unimpressive dew points in Colorado. You're not gonna have a lot of lift with these type of dew points. So I don't know. You're gonna struggle to get severe weather in Colorado with those dew points. We can take a look at our. Let's take a look at our Cape out here. A little bit of Cape up through there on Wednesday. Let's see if we can get a decent sounding out of here. Marginal severe. It's an okay sounding. There's just no rotation. I don't see any rotation. Marginal severe. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look too severe for me in Colorado. Let's look. There should be a little bit of shear. Yeah, Dallas day 3 through like day 8. There's CSU thinks you could have a chance for severe weather. That's what we were looking at right here. End of April, beginning of May. This South Central region, Central Plains region, that does include the DFW. Things are going to get a little spicy for you guys as we approach the end of April, beginning of May. Most of our severe weather shifting out west. What's going on, Amanda? Amanda, you know what we were just talking about? There's this high pressure floating around Florida, and it's sticking around there for a long time. Look what happens when we go to our quantitative precipitation. Watch the entire Central Plains and East Coast get rain except for Florida. So this is 200 hours out. I mean, look at Florida. Yeah. And then even when we push out here, this green is like a less than a half an inch. Like some areas like a tenth an inch. So this is like basically nothing. Look at this. Yeah. It's gonna be sunny. Yes, Snipes, we could talk about that. It's going to be hot. It's going to be hot down there. Let's look at our temperature anomalies. Yeah, the longer you go without rain, too. Yeah, Florida has above average temperatures every day based on the Euro until we get to like May 4th, Star Wars Day. Should Kansas City be worried for the week for severe weather? As we get into the weekend, I'd pay attention. And end of the week. Nora, JJ, Samantha, Brenny, Melissa, Patrick, I appreciate you guys. North Kentucky for Thursday. Is there supposed to be severe weather up there? You guys gotta get some rain, some thunderstorms. I don't think you're gonna have severe weather though. May the 4th be with Florida. You guys will probably still be dry down there. Nashville, Tennessee. Listen, guys, there's not much severe weather right now. Expect it out in Dixie Alley and Ohio Valley anytime soon. It could change. We are seeing what looks to be a lot of severe weather that's going to develop here as we move into this weekend and next week. This looks to be a hot spot, potentially even up through here. Yeah. Slight pocket of rotation in South Dakota earlier. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, eastern Iowa is kind of on the border of Tornado Alley. Yeah. What do we got going on right now? We got some strong thunderstorms over Birmingham. I am wondering what's going to go on with tomorrow's risk, guys. We do have a risk zone tomorrow. Notice this little wind and hail risk through North Carolina. You guys notice that? Random. Little tornado risk here in western Texas. That does include Lubbock. And yeah, categorical slight is pretty big. South central Kansas, western Oklahoma, northwestern, northern Texas. Let's take a look at the HRRR really quickly and see if we have any updates on this. We have the 00Z. We got weather balloon data. So let's take a look. Could this be worse than expected, or could it be a dud? We're about to find out together. All right, here's where initiation starts of these supercells, potential supercells. So 21Z. Who in chat can tell me what time that is Central Time? No. No. Future, you're getting closer. Jordan! 4 p.m. Central. No, wait. I think I lied. Guys, 21 is 9. 9 minus 6. Three p.m. Central. Sorry, Jordan, I faked you out. Just take 6 hours off this. If we were in Eastern, how many hours would we take off it? Off the 21Z right here. This tells us the time that we are on the model. We would only take 5 off. Mountain time. 7 Pacific 8. Yep. So this is around 3 p.m. Central Time initiation of these cells. I'm going to get in more, Rochelle. I'm going to start just ordering random Amazon shit now that I have your address. Yeah, George, sorry, I hyped you up. So here we go, around 3 p.m. Really maybe a little bit earlier. I mean, you start to see some cells popping up around 2 p.m. Central. But you can see a little bit of supercell action down here in the HRRR. Some supercells. Supercell signatures. The HRRR isn't too bullish on this. Now, are we having capping issues? That's our issue? Let's take a sounding. We are having major capping issues out here. So this is super conditional. If we do not, let's look at our SIGTOR parameters. Not much there. Let me go back here. I just want to see, guys. Sorry, give me 1 second. Let's look at where's the tornado risk? Right here. So here's our SIGTOR params down here. Let's see what the issue is with these. You guys see this right here? We don't know if the cap's gonna break. But if it does, we do have a 2.0 effective layer SIGTOR param. You could get a SIGTOR out of this if the cap breaks. Yo, I got a dumb question. Oh, I thought you said I got a dumb question. You just said I got a question. Okay, Cowboy, ask away. Because you followed me. I have also a question. Wait, Tom Mason, I don't know what you're saying. Is Cincinnati going to have severe storms in the next 1 to 3 weeks? In the next 1 to 3 weeks, yes, very likely. May is the most severe month of the entire year. So if you guys didn't get any severe weather in the next 3 weeks, I'd be shocked. That's an easy answer. I think over the next week, probably not. But over the next 3 weeks, I think it's very likely. May is severe weather season. Is the peak of it. The peak of severe weather season. Yeah. And you guys are definitely in that spring peak zone. So anything in central Iowa? My husband's phone says different than mine. Well, really quickly, let me just do. Yeah, Tornado Alley is going to get pretty active. End of April, beginning of May, and Iowa's going to be included in that. So here's our issues. Here's our issue with tomorrow, guys. Here's our issue with tomorrow. This is kind of tomorrow morning. We've got. Okay, here's our parcel of air. It needs to stay warmer. That's our lapse rate. It needs to stay warmer than the atmosphere around it, but the atmosphere is getting a little bit warmer, or as warm as it gets up to the 700 millibar level, which means our thunderstorm may be halted from growing. But it may not be. It's going to be close. If this parcel can stay warmer, we have really good directional shear down here. 2,000 surface cape. This is a weird looking hodograph, but that would work. We could get something. Our dew points are a little weird, but we could get something. The time. Okay. No, I appreciate you, Andrea, Jordan, JJ. What's going on? Anything going to happen near Cleveland? Not anytime soon right now. Yeehaw, cowboy. Sorry, guys. I got a cowboy hat gift. Thanks, Dora. How does Colorado look this week? There's a little bit of a severe chance. There is a little bit of a severe chance on Wednesday. Does our SIG tour even transfer up there? Let's see if we even get any SIG tour up there. Let's see. Yeah, not much. I don't even know. I don't really fully understand the marginal in Colorado. You guys have like a marginal like this? I don't know. I don't fully understand it. I feel like the marginal should just be out here, but whatever. There's just like low dew points and not any rotation and just not a crazy looking setup out there. So yeah, guys, we're not looking at any. Ooh, level up Sparks. Thank you, Nora. Appreciate it, JJ. Jordan. I popped into your chat not too long ago and said there was a new model site coming. Yeah, is it out? What does weather outlook look like for Friday? I guess it depends where you are. Appreciate you, Andrea. I'll check it out. San Antonio. Again, moving forward, guys, all the SBC has right now for anything more than a marginal is this region. But I think this is going to be our focus point moving forward. Again, that's why I keep showing you what's going on with CSU here, where they're kind of putting their threat zones moving forward, their risk zones. Really starting to target Tornado Alley as we get to the end of April, beginning of May. This is interesting what they have for Wednesday. Oh, that's their Thursday. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. We'll have to see if SBC picks that up. I don't see it. Oh, is it 4 p.m.? Oh, no, don't tell me I messed everyone up. Simple math hard. How do you feel about John Cena causing a hurricane in Las Vegas last night? Who's John Cena? I've never seen him. Cleveland never gets any good storms. They do every now and then. Okay, wait, guys, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm looking at something here. Give me 1 second. Oh, you know what it is, guys? You know what it is? Daylight saving time. Daylight savings time messes up the -5 or -6. When we're in standard time, Central's -6. When we're daylight savings time, it's -5. Oh my, we need to get rid of daylight savings time. We need to get rid of it. We need to get rid of it. We need to get rid of it. I can't do that. I can't be subtracting 5 to 6 hours from a 21Z and then have to think if we're in standard and daylight savings time just to tell you when freaking thunderstorms are going to form. That's way too much. What the hell? I was like, wait, it was definitely 6, but it's because it was 6 when we were in standard. Yeah, that's so annoying. Listen, I think the whole world should run on Eastern Standard Time, okay? Can we all agree on that? I'm just kidding. Had another close call on a nader last night. Jeez. Really quick chat. I actually want chat's opinion on this. Let's do a poll. Quick poll. We're gonna do. Okay, smile if you want to. No, smile if you like daylight saving time. If you want to keep it, cry if you want to get rid of it. Can you see the poll? Sorry, it's probably only on TikTok. Smiley face if you want to keep it. Cry face if we should get rid of it. Oh, yeah. Chat knows what's up. Yeah. Screw it, right? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Right? That'd make my life talking about timing of storms on short range models so much easier. Do it. Do it for the meteorologists, guys. Do it for the weather people. It is. It's pointless. Agreed. There's 5 of you in here who are a little bit sketchy. Something's up with those 5 weirdos. Who smiled? Let's see who it was. Colton. Dave. Katie. Chloe, you guys should all run away and be best friends together. All right. Now we know. Pointless on so many levels. Oh. Wait. What's happening? Hold up. One alert. We have a severe thunderstorm warning. So random. You guys aren't even in a general thunderstorm. In what? In Nebraska? Everyone halt what you're doing. Halt what you're doing. Severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, it's just to the west of Omaha. What's going on here? Hey, buddy. Are you drunk? You're not supposed to be doing this. Look at this. What's going on? Let's take a look at our... I'm guessing there's no rotation in this. Oh, there is a little bit of rotation. What the hell's going on out here, guys? What the heck? I mean... there's a rotating cell west of Nebraska. I didn't get the memo. Just not, you guys aren't even in a general thunderstorm watch. What is going on here? One second. Weird. Nice little hail core. 65 hertz or 65 decibels, 66 decibels, 67 decibels. Okay. All right. 60-mile-per-hour winds. Moving east at 40 miles per hour. It's moving pretty quick, too. Interesting. Didn't see that one coming. You're still not getting notifications? Oh, my gosh. Why is there such a huge discrepancy between the weather apps and what is actually happening? Well, there's really not. What do you mean by that? Problem is people don't understand how big everything is. So if something's happening here and you're like, why isn't it raining? It's like, well, it's like 3-4 miles away. Different automated what? I'm confused. Wait. Oh, was that about something else? Oh, because the local weather doesn't tell you that you're in a tornado till you're in it. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Well, you know, listen. I don't even know if I want to get into this. Someone like me, someone like Matt, people who like cover this stuff constantly and talk about severe weather and this type of stuff, like this is all we focus on. A lot of times TV meteorologists and stuff, they're doing stuff for like long range forecasts and outlooks and what your temperature is going to be. They're it's not as much of a staring at like severe weather setups over and over again every day. Um, I think there can be a good and bad to non-TV weather enthusiasts or meteorologists in the way we cover stuff and the way TV meteorologists cover stuff. Kyle, what's going on? MK, I've stopped for a minute, and of course my phone momentarily shut off chat. Did I miss anything? I don't think anything's going on in Kentucky and in Tennessee over the next 12 hours. You guys are looking pretty chill. We just randomly got a severe thunderstorm warning out to the west of Omaha though. Super random. It's rotating slightly too. Not much, but there's a little bit of shear in there. Yeah, Kentucky's chill. Alright, I appreciate you. GG. Yeehaw, ride 'em, cowboy. Yali, Nora keeps getting me. That looks suspect. Where's the pointer finger? I lost it. Yeah. But I'm sure I'll find it again. You know. I'm sure I'll find it again. Oh. Is Wisconsin getting severe weather tonight or tomorrow? No. No. Here's our day 2 severe weather. I mean, you guys are in a general thunderstorm, southern Wisconsin. And then let's go to our day 3 weather. Things could get spicy out here in the plains. Alabama's looking quite good for a while. Look at this going on down here. Look at all this rainfall down here. Heavy rains. This is not severe, though. Would you think that Chicago will be in the day 8 or day 7 or day 8 risk? Maybe day 8. I think we're going to have a day 7 risk through here tomorrow. And day 8 might push out here, like I said. It's definitely a possibility. That would be like next Tuesday, Wednesday. So, do you see my messages or not? Because I don't have a profile picture. I could still see your messages even if you don't have a profile picture. I probably missed your other ones. Birdie, appreciate the follow. Yeah, Georgia, you guys are good. You guys have this high pressure that's been sitting down here. I mean, northern Georgia could get, you know, some thunderstorms and stuff. But we're not severe. We're going to go through a little bit of a drought of severe weather out here, but we're about to pick up on severe weather out here. This is Radar Omega right now. I'm going to be switching radars though a little bit down the line. Guys, me and Mesomat got into an alpha of a really cool, potentially groundbreaking radar that's coming out at the end of this year. and we're going to play around in it for a while. And now we're leaving Radar Omega behind. That's the plan, at least. That's the plan. It's going to be better. It's going to be the best. Game changing. Matt and Connor Dream Team. That's right. I think what's going to happen is Rochelle's actually going to go. She's going to leave Matt and come stay here with my wife, and I'm going to go move in with Matt. And then we'll all live happily ever after. I haven't. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be like that show Trading Spaces, but we'll never trade back. The one, I appreciate you. Trading Spaces was such a good show. They need to bring that back. That crap was so funny. Any severe weather risk for northwestern Arkansas? Not in the immediate future. Not in the immediate future. This is what I keep pointing towards. Our lower level jet, mid-level jet, and our dew points as we get out to the end of April. This right here on the 12Z, especially 12Z of the Euro, this is when things look crazy. I mean, starting really right there, big dry line out west. This would be the 27th. 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. I think from the 27th, 27th to the 30th of April, maybe even the 27th through like the 3rd of May, we could have like 7 straight days of severe weather, just based on the dew points and what's going on with our jet. Let's look at our jet too around that time. 27th. Look at this. Oh yeah. End of April, start of May. That's gonna be. Remember, May's typically our most severe month. That's gonna be an interesting way to kick it off, and this could get really everyone involved. We're probably gonna have a couple days of severe weather out here, and then this is gonna transition out here. Yeah, DFW could see a few days in a row. End of April. That's how it's looking right now. No problem, MK. Is Kansas City going to see severe weather? Yeah. Central Plains is the first area that's going to see some good severe weather here. This is really interesting looking. Yeah. Tuesday afternoon coming up here. 28th, 29th. Julie, what's going on? What's the outlook for Dayton, Ohio? Just planted seeds outside. Well, no immediate severe weather. The one, I appreciate you. No immediate severe weather. Let's look at our quantitative precipitation for your plants. That's about average rainfall, I'd say. Average rainfall, no severe weather for a little bit here. Our temperatures are staying warm, though. Very, very warm. Here's our precipitation outlook. Around average in Ohio. Slightly above average, but really around average. But pretty warm. I think it's good for plants. I'm no plant expert, though. But around average precipitation and warm weather, I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah. Lubbock is cooked tomorrow, Kaysen. Yeah, unfortunately, you guys are absolutely cooked. No, you guys are fine. I'd stay weather alert tomorrow, but you're only in a 2%. Might be upgraded to a 5%. Definitely stay weather alert, but it's not, cooked is not the adjective I describe Lubbock as tomorrow. Maybe like slightly seared. You know what I mean? Just a quick sizzle on both sides. Not fully cooked though. Microwaved. Lightly toast it. Lightly toast it. You guys are lightly toast it tomorrow. We're not going to say cooked, though. Pittsburgh's chilling. You guys are at least 8 days away, I think, from severe weather. That thunderstorm has 83 miles per hour winds in it now. Is it? Is it looking that spicy? They're still saying 60. Let me take a look at it, and if it looks spicy, I'm gonna change to Radar Omega and show you guys. Air fried. Yeah. Air fried, that's right. Oh wow. Oh, definitely big hail. Ooh. Oh. 78 decibels. 70 decibels. Oh. All right, let's go switch over to this real quick so you guys know what I'm looking at. Kaylee, Kaylee, did you have a question? $80-mile-per-hour wind? Could be, yeah. Could be. It still has 60 on here, but it could definitely be. She's spicy a little bit. Medium well. Oh my god, everyone's keep getting all the cooked adjectives. One second. Let me I'm trying to get a reading here, guys. Trying to get a reading here. Here we go. I saw 85-mile-per-hour winds. Told you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Someone else told me that. Yeah, 85-mile-per-hour winds. What is more intense to cover, hurricane or tornado season? Well, by far tornado season. I mean, on April 2nd, we had like 700 tornado warnings. At least when it's a hurricane, it's just one storm you're watching. Like, and it's moving very slow. You get a good tornado outbreak, and it's just like 55 alerts on my screen, and everyone wants me to cover each one. Yeah, tornado season is stressful. You look at 85 mile per hour. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, this is an interesting looking storm here. So random. It's kind of getting bigger. This is there's Omaha, Nebraska. So eastern Nebraska. It's not still snowing up there, is it, Julie? I hope your winter's over. No, you guys are good. You just got some rain. Lubbock, yeah. And it was in the 70s. Nice. Yeah, yeah, Lubbock, give me one more second. I'm just looking at this thing. Very interesting. We have a 85 mile per hour winds in here. Although, as you can tell, this is not all 70 mile per hour winds. So sometimes these radars just get it wrong. And that may be what they're looking at. So this right here is a glitch. There's not 80 mile per hour winds over this whole region. There's just not. I wish it was snowing here. The second it's summer, everyone wishes it was winter. And the second it's winter, everyone wishes it was summer. Here's our risk zone. Here is our risk zone. This is our day 3. This is our day. Oh, yes. This is our Wednesday. This is our Wednesday. There's a 2% tornado risk. It's not showing it here. I was counting today as Today's 10:50. Today's still our day 1 unless it updated it for day 2. So, what is today? Is today Monday, guys? Yeah, today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm tripping out. I'm losing track of time. This little 2%er, we'll see if it upgrades to a 5%. We were looking at some models earlier. It's gonna be conditional. There's some capping issues. SIG torque params aren't going crazy. I'm a little bit torn on this. Let's go back to Pivotal Weather and take another look at it. Give me 1 second. One second. Yeah, you guys have severe. Lubbock is yeah, severe 2 days in a row. Oh, did they just update that? Why is it? Why did they? It's just a marginal on the SBC. That's literally taking it from SBC. That is so weird. They're not agreeing. Is Chicago going to get a 5% on April 29th? Maybe a 10%. Maybe a 10% hatch. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Possible. Yeah, let's go back into the HRRR and look down at Lubbock again, since people are asking about that. Here we go. The HRRR is not seeing a ton. Not seeing any really supercell formation up in Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock. Potentially after this, let's look at our NAM00Z. SIG torque params. Look at Thursday. Holy crap. Oh. This is Thursday. Okay. Nice. 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 Average, but still good. Nice. This right here is a really good sounding for a potential tornado Thursday evening. Texas, Western Lubbock region. So let's see. That would be our day 5. We got to see if they upgraded, if they put in a day 4 tomorrow. But we're not seeing too much over the next couple days on here. I mean, you've got some instability out here. You've got a little bit of instability out here. Not a ton though. You do have pretty good directional shear at the surface. The cape's okay. Yeah, I mean, this isn't bad. 2.0 effective layer SIG torque param. This isn't bad. Tuesday night. We'll have to see if this uptrends even a little bit. We could actually have some pretty decent supercells out there in Western Texas. We could. Tomorrow morning will be important to see what happens. This is Pivotal Weather. Kentucky, nothing immediately. No severe weather immediately imminent over the next few days. Maybe some pretty far out on the horizon. The weather out in Philly's been pretty chill. I mean, we got our first day in the 80s like a couple days ago, but it's been cold. It's been cool. But no, it's been pretty chill. I have a girlfriend. I've been on a cruise from Miami Sunday to the Bahamas. Anything out there going on? That's a good question. Back to trusty dusty radar Omega. Going from leaving Sunday. What's going on down here? Oh, I mean, she's probably fine. We've got a high pressure that's going to be floating out here for a while. Is it still going to be there Sunday, though, is actually the question. Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty chill out there. Not much going on in the tropics. Not much going on in the tropics until we get to the end of this run. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I wonder if can I show it on here? Let me see if I can show it on here. Let me see if I can show it on here. Notice. Okay, so this is your jet stream. Now, this is a really rough way of looking at it. But this is your jet stream here. Notice the clearness down here, because this is a high pressure that we have floating really from here to here, back and forth. Look at this down in Florida. Staying nice and clear. Look at that. Could get a little bit of weather down there. 27th, 28th, but not much. Florida's looking good. You've got a big high pressure sitting out here, forcing these winds to the north, forcing that moisture to the north, really keeping a lot of this area dry. So that's good. That's good news. Okay, let me get this back here. 1 second. All right, there we go. All right, let's go back to this. Yeah, our winds right now. We've got some out here. Rockies, Northern Plains, Midwest, Northeast. Will I be live on April 29th? It depends. My wife's like 39 weeks pregnant, so we'll have to see if she's still holding the baby in or not. This is pivotal weather. Oh, they extended the severe thunderstorm warning to right outside of Omaha. Includes Waterloo, Bennington, Utan, Valley, and Fremont, Nebraska. Let me look at it and I'll pull it up for you guys. Let me just show you. Well, let me show you this real quick. Yeah, this is pivotal weather. This is radar Omega right here. Yeah, I've got a couple different radar things I'm going to be switching to. I'm just learning some other ones. All right, here we go. Trying to. Ooh, yeah, look at this. This thing's intensifying. 70 to 74 decibels. Ay, ay, ay. That thing is poking through the tropopause, guys. That thing is slamming through the tropopause. Actually, looks like there's not really a ton of rotation on it now, though. There's a tiny... Well... Let me see in here. There's a 82, 83 mile per hour. It's going to go right over this radar, and it's going to be hard to see. Okay, let me actually try something really quick, guys. I want to try something really quick with you guys. Let me do this. Let's do this. Nebraska. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, work for me. Work for me. Oh, give me the cameras. Do we have cameras in Nebraska? Oh, are these just still cameras? Or is this live? No. Is this live? Or still? All these other states have live cameras. Why does Nebraska not have live cameras? Are you kidding me? One second, guys. I want to see this storm. Hold up. Why do... Come on. Get yourself some live cameras, Nebraska. I swear, like, all these other states have live cameras. Maybe, Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try this. Yeah, there we go. Come on, come on. No. Okay, I think we're gonna have to give up. Nebraska doesn't give us cameras. Like, look what happens when I go to other states, guys. Watch this. Like, let's go to... This is good for when you got tornadoes going over areas. Let's go to Oklahoma. All right? Let's go to Oklahoma. Nebraska's dot has some. Look at Oklahoma. You can just be like, oh, there's a tornado down here. Live camera. They're live everywhere. Look at this. Boom. Let's go into the city. Boom. Most states are like that. Sirens going off in Omaha? Yeah. I don't know if there should be sirens going off. I don't see a tornado on the ground. That would be crazy if this thing put a tornado on the ground. You guys weren't even in a general thunderstorm. Let me see if I can actually get a camera, though. Hold up. Hold up, chat. Yeah, it could be for wind. Just, yeah. It could be. Straight line wind. Very true. Yeah, no, I was in dot. I was using dot. Weather cams. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, I found some, but there's none really facing. There's someone like downtown. No really good ones out here. Let's see. Lincoln, highway cam. Yeah, highway cameras. Yeah, these are just still cameras. Boo. Let's see. What highway runs out west like that? What highway goes right through there? I-80? I-80. Yeah, they're all still pictures. Ew. Highway 92. Let's try that. Let's see if that has any good cameras. I'm checking on my end. Highway 92. Dot doesn't think it exists. Oh, any 92. Oh, I see. Can we get a camera on here, pretty please? Okay, there we go. Yeah, they're all just still. Boo. Boo. All right, let's check out the storm. KMTV. Okay, let's go KMTV. KMTV cams. 1 second, guys. KMTV. Oh my god, come on. That sounds like a bad website. Yeah, I mean, they have it from Omaha. I was trying to get, like, in the storm. I saw these. Yeah, if it's going through Omaha, we have plenty of cameras that we can look at. So, ooh, they're kind of nice cameras too. Oh, Omaha's kind of pretty. I didn't know that. All right, let's take a look at this guy. Ooh, wow. There's some really, really high clouds in here. High cloud tops. Hold up. 73. Wow. It's going to get all distorted when it goes right over this radar. I might need to switch radars. It's the best one. Let's take a look if we got any rotation still. Not really any significant rotation in here. Yeah. CC. You can kind of see this looks to be a little bit of hail probably. Right here. And just turned on the news and they said the sirens were not supposed to go off. Yeah, I was like, there's not a tornado. There's supposed to be tornado sirens. It does not seem we have a tornado on the ground. Like I said, there's not really much rotation with this cell. A lot of very strong updrafts, but you also need rotation with the updraft for a tornado. So you don't have that. You don't have that. Viaero wireless live cams. You're making me nervous. What's that? Viaero. What? No, that took me to something weird. Oh, let's see. Oh, shoot. Oh, this could work. Oh, yeah, look at that. Dun. A little bit of lightning. You can see this thing blowing in the wind. Ooh. Ooh. Hail in Fremont? Yep, I believe that. The one. I appreciate you. Lots of lightning. Holy crap. Nice. Very nice. Can't see anything on these. Oh. I think this one's facing the right way. This is a lot of action we're getting tonight. This is a lot of action we're getting tonight. Let's see. This thing is shaking. All right, we got this extended out. Here, let me go to Radar Omega. 1 second. They're saying storm's going to Wednesday for Omaha. Yeah, it's possible. Let's just take a look at this one more time. There's no rotation. There's a lot of shear in here, but then there's no rotation. It does look like we have a little bit of hail from Fremont down here to the south across 77. So, but I don't think this thing has a, Any rotation. I wouldn't worry about a tornado. Could have some pretty strong straight line winds. What app to use to see the city cameras? Those are just different websites. I would take thunderstorms over naders any day. Same. Same. Yeah. Okay. Back to pivotal weather real quick. Let's take a look. So again, I do think we're going to get a day 7 and day 8. We've got a big dry line set up through the Central Plains. Some pretty decent cold warm air, gradient set up, and a strong low level jet digging through the southern plains and then up through the Midwest. It's a pretty good setup. CSU, Colorado State University, likes it as well. You can see it pushing all of this severe risk out towards kind of that black dot is the focused area, out towards Tornado Alley. Tornado Alley, which is typical late April into May. You usually get the worst of the weather shifting into Tornado Alley. So it kind of just has to do with what happens with our EPO, PNA, all our oscillations because of a warming that's happening up in the Arctic. High pressure builds and it disrupts all of our oscillations out there in the Pacific, and you get jet stream patterns that begin to favor the Central Plains, Southern Plains, as we get closer into summertime. But that doesn't mean you're not going to get severe weather out in the Ohio Valley and in the Southeast in May. We've had big tornado outbreaks out there before in Maine. It could happen again, but there's going to be a big favorability end of April, and at least the first week of May, it looks like through Tornado Alley. You can see. I do think though, this day 8 may actually be a little bit farther out east, based on what I've seen. This jet is moving up like this, so we'll see. I think they'll update it like that. The brown just means there's a chance there could be severe weather there. It's the kind of, it's the 5 to 15, really 5%. Your yellow's 10. So it's like just imagine like that's a marginal on the SPC. So like a 1 out of 5 risk, 2 out of 5 in here. Just imagine it like that. But again, they're not going to put a 3, 4 out of 5, 8 days out, 7 days out. So we'll probably see these uptrend as they get closer. And I do suspect that the SPC is going to start throwing some stuff on here. Maybe not here, but maybe. But I do suspect definitely out here. Wait, is Mezzo in here? He's getting on, thank God, so I can get off. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm just going to start streaming until Matt gets on. Yeehaw! Ride 'em, cowboy. Did I time it, Yali? Imagine waking up to 5 slights. Not impossible, right, Matt? Yeah, Yali, tell me I timed that right. And I didn't embarrass myself doing that without a cowboy hat on. Yes! Okay, good. Yeah, Matt. I mean, you see what CSU is doing, right? We don't even have a day 3. I mean, we have a day 3 from the SPC, a little marginal in here, but yeah. I'm highly confident that we're gonna get severes out here. Day 7, day 8. Although tomorrow it might be day 6, day 7. Day 6, day 7. Matt, really quickly before you get on, have you looked at this setup right here? Wait, hold up. Hold up really quickly, Matthew. We need to look at something. Buddy. Buddy, old pal. Hold up, Mr. Matthew. I need to show you something. Hold up, Matthew. Matt, are you watching? Matt, are you here? Okay, everyone, I need you to pay attention. Okay. 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 1 second, guys. 1 second. Pay attention closely. Hold up. Okay, here we go. Wait, here. Okay, here we go. Okay. You guys are gonna see me absolutely, like, my screen's just gonna crack one of these times. My screen is going to crack. Oh my god. Sharknadoes. Listen, with those 2 points, we might have some sharks up in here, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't want to fearmonger or nothing. I'm just saying. All right, Matt, get on. Can you get on, Matt, and steal? Can you get on and steal my whole chat? If you break a new monitor, yeah, no, I can break this monitor. I got another one coming. I heard. Guys, Mesomat's gonna get on and steal all of you. He'll probably joke around less than me. So if you actually want, if you actually want detailed questions answered, I'm sure he'll. Oh, he's in the bathroom. Of course he is. I think Matt spends more time in the bathroom than he spends out of the bathroom, and I'm being completely honest. Being completely honest. Yeah. Matt, if you get sent a cowboy hat, you have to go, yeehaw, cowboy. Like, just like that. Thanks, KS. I didn't know about those cams. I should actually save that website, too. I should save all these websites. Ooh, lots of lightning on that cam, actually, right now. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Let me double check on this storm to make sure. Oh, it's weakening out a little bit. Tulsa, Oklahoma. You guys are looking chill right now. Tulsa. Let's take a look at our SPC. Yeah, I mean, you guys are in General Thunder for the next 3 days. You know, I don't know. This day 2 risk. This risk zone tomorrow could shift slightly east, so I'd pay attention tomorrow if you're in Tulsa. Yeah, day three is a slight. I don't know what's going on here, Matt. Because it's a slight in Radar Omega, but it's not a slight in Pivotal Weather. You notice that? Can you explain that for me? What's going on, Feds? Yeah, this is a slight. This is a slight in Radar Omega. They're slow. Ay. Not everyone can be as fast and accurate as me and Mesomat. The best in the business. Let me fix this. What's gonna have to do? The sirens went off in Oklahoma. They said on the news that it was a mistake. awkward mistake. People in their storm shelters like, what the heck? Well, people in Nebraska probably don't have storm shelters. Well, maybe, actually. Maybe some people it is. Technically in Tornado Alley. How bad of storms will mid-east Oklahoma get? We're not seeing anything too crazy for you guys. Marginal to general thunderstorm over the next couple days. The SPC does have this day. I mean, I'll show you on Radar Omega as a slight. So, if we zoom out here. I mean, Radar Omega has this as a slight, so it's down here, though. Lubbock to Midland, 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row, but you guys are looking good out there to the east. You cannot see what's going on with this thunderstorm anymore. This cell, it's right over the radar. They're just blasting sirens in everyone's ears in Omaha for no reason. Nice. No, there's not a tornado in Omaha. At least it doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Omaha. What do we got? A bunch of Peyton Mannings in here? Maybe they're testing the sirens. Maybe. You got Storm Spotter certified. That's kind of cool. That's kind of Nader Mommy. Appropriate name, I would say. Apparently they were going off by accident. Someone said that they were watching the news and they were like, our tornado sirens are going off by accident. There's some wind and hail with this. We've seen no rotation with this. We've seen no rotation. Some hail, some wind. For sure, we've seen no rotation this thing though. So I wouldn't be too worried about a tornado. I don't think we're gonna get anything out of this. Yeah, not only are you not in a risk zone, you're not even in a general thunder, which is a 0 out of 5 risk. Yeah, I don't know. Nebraska's weather's drunk. Needs to go home. One too many beers. Look at this. Like, what are you doing out here, buddy? What are you doing out here? All right, guys. I'm hopping off. We do have some severe weather to talk about tomorrow. I'm gonna have to figure out if it's gonna uptrend or downtrend tomorrow. If you're in my Discord, Connor's Climate Corner HQ, I'm actually gonna be posting updates early after I look at the HRRR. So I'll be up early. I'll probably be posting updates on it at like 7:30 or 8 in the morning. So if you're out there in Central Time, that's like 6:37 in the morning for you guys. So yeah, I'll get the details in there and I'll have the radars on that. Listen, some people don't like severe weather. Some people do. Makes this job a little more interesting. So I'm not going to lie. Like I said, getting into the 26th, 27th, and then through the beginning of May should be exciting. Exciting for some and scary for others. I don't make the weather, like I always say. I just report it. That's it. That's it. How accurate is the NWS and SBC anymore, genuinely? Well, I think it's always important to compare different things together. I look at CSU, I look at SBC, and then I look at the radars myself. And a lot of times, like me and Matt will be looking at something and be like, this should probably be east. This should probably be south. This should probably... And a lot of times they'll do it. And they'll know that. They just take longer to update their zones. So it's good to look at all of them. At the end of the day, we're trying to predict the future here. No one's going to be right every single time. Not even these big national weather organizations that are supposed to always be right. Yeah, well, I've always had an issue with that. Matt says that all the time too. I mean, me and Matt will be on stream and we'll be like, "There's a tornado on the ground. There's a tornado on the ground." 15 minutes later, they put down a tornado warning. I don't get that. I don't get that, especially when there's only like 2 other tornado warnings or 3 other tornado warnings. Like, there's not that much to watch out for. I don't understand what the delay is. And if you see a solid couplet in a cell, even if you don't know the tornado's on the ground, you should put a tornado warning for the area when you have clear rotation in a cell. It's like you shouldn't play with people's lives. Matthew's on. Perfect. All right, guys. I am going to go to sleepy times, as my son says. And I'll be back tomorrow. And I will be on streaming tomorrow as long as my daughter decides not to be born. Everyone, have a good night. I appreciate all of you. And I'll be updating my Discord tomorrow early with what we can expect. See you guys. Love you all. Have a great night. Peace.